Polynomial modeling. Find the equation that models how many pieces of pizza you get when making maximizing cuts. To start the problem, we will draw some pictures, and in doing so, we show the cuts, each time maximizing the number of pieces we can get, and the number of pieces are as follows. With those values now, we will use the finite difference of the y values to determine the degree of the polynomial that will model this situation. So we will start with 16 and then subtract 11. The answer then is 5. And we continue the process, now going from 11 and 7 and getting 4 when they're subtracted, subtracting 7 and 4 and getting 3, and then subtracting 4 and 2 and getting 2. We now look at the set of numbers, and if they are all the same, we would stop, and that would be the degree of the polynomial that would model the situation. Since they are not, we continue with the same process. Starting with the 5 and the 4 and subtracting, we get 1. And continuing, we can now see that all the numbers are 1s or the same. That tells us that it is a second degree polynomial because it is of level 2, that they are the same. When it is a level 2, we use the quadratic regression on our calculator, and we must use 3 points, 1 point above the level that we have. So we will use the first 3 points, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 7. To find this equation, we will use the calculator. The first thing we do in our calculator is we hit the Stat button, and we are going to edit our points, so we will hit Enter. In our list 1, we will put the x values, or 1, 2, and 3. We then move to our list 2 and put the y values in of 2, 4, and 7. After we have them in place, we hit the Stat button again, and we arrow to the right to Calc. There we have a list of regressions, and we want to go down to the one that says QuadReg, which is quadratic regression, and we hit Enter. Since we are not directing it to go to any place other than the default spot, I can hit Enter again. And here is our equation with A, B, and C. A being 0.5, B being 0.5, and C being 1. And then when we replace them for A, B, and C in the quadratic equation there, that will be our answer. So the equation that models this situation is y equals 0.5 x squared plus 0.5 x plus 1.